All right. Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to the Fishmas live stream for 2025. Looks like we got a fair number of folks here tonight, which I kind of expected. So let me go ahead and go through the names real quick. All right. You got Big Steve's Glass Boxes. We got Davo, Monster Fish Gal, Jonathan G, Fearless 1316. Welcome. I don't know if I've seen you on before, so thank you for joining. Cheryl's on as well, so got a good group to start here. So we'll give it a couple seconds here for some others to join, and then we'll go ahead and jump into it. So thankfully, I'm off for the year, so so I'm off until 2026. Go back to work January 5th. So I got a nice kind of time off here, so I got a good 2 weeks. My last day of work was Friday. The company was open till today, but I took the last 2 days as vacation. There's no there's no reason to work if I have the vacation time. So, yeah. So give it a couple seconds here. Let it come out on linked or Fish Fam and everything, and then we'll go ahead and kind of go through the like the year in review stuff, and then we'll do the giveaway here at the end. So welcome, Beto. If you can see here, I've kind of got a punch list for my time over the holidays. So I did do new member badges. I hate that they're so small that you can't really see what the fish are on there. But there are new member badges on there, so I did redo those. So that was one of the things. There's a whole bunch of stuff on my list that's kind of random stuff. It's like a lot of it's like little stuff, all these little like nitpicky little projects. Like I've got some wiring to clean up, which I could do ad nauseum, but there was one area I wanted to address. It was getting kind of bad. So we've got Lake Missoula, welcome. Sleeper Barbecue as well. So thank you guys for joining. Scotty's here, welcome. So yeah, so I think we got a quorum. So we're gonna go ahead and do the year in review stuff, and then let me set up the giveaway too. I need to do that. So let me do that, and hopefully it works. All right. Sorry about the. All right. Yeah. Before we do that, let's go ahead and talk about the giveaway. All right. So yeah. So let me. Giveaway is going to be #FishBarn. What we're going to do is we're going to do the Wheel of You Lose at the end. And it's going to be two $50 gift cards, one for second place, one for first. And, so you can pick a gift card of your choice. Tropical Fish Co., Aquarium Co-op, Dan's Fish, we'll do too. I didn't put that on the title, but you can do Dan's Fish too. So, yeah, so #FishBarn. We'll do the drawing at the end. So we're going to do some screen sharing here. We'll talk about the year in review stuff. So give me one moment. I got to flip some screens around and stuff, and we'll play the fish game too. So let me do that, and do not that. All right. So what did I do here? That's what we need. All right. Sorry about that. Little slow here on getting the computer set up correctly. All right. So I do want to talk about, I think the best way to talk about kind of the year in review is to actually go through the goals list that I made a little while back. So hello, SC Catahulis. Hello, Alishon. And hello, Ed. If I missed anyone, I do apologize. SC Catahoula, the snow. I know we talked last week, I think, about the snow. The snow is basically gone. We've had some pretty warm weather recently. And so basically the snow is sort of not anymore. There's like patches of like some remaining, but the snow is pretty well gone. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into this. I think, like I said, the best way to talk about my year is to go through these goals. So the first one here, the elimination of duckweed. I'm going to cover a couple of these here, and then I have some slides for some of the rest of it. So the elimination of the duckweed, that's not 100% complete. I talked a little bit earlier about my little punch list that I had, and that sort of fell off that list. So, or that's on the list of one of the things I need to do over the next couple weeks is to kind of finish up clearing out the duckweed. There's a couple bad tanks, and then the rest of them are, there's a few stragglers that have like pieces of duckweed in it that I got to, get the shop vac out and take care of business on. So, we'll do the valid scenario one here too. That I've kind of kept in the tanks where I want it for the most part. There's a couple spots where I probably can get rid of it, but yeah. I mean, I'm kind of happy where that's at. I mean, there's a few that I need to pull out and redo. But yeah, for anyone who's joining late, the hashtag for the giveaway is going to be #FishBarn. So Steven says, "Oh God, I refuse to revisit what I wrote for my 2025 goals. I don't think I accomplished a single thing." Yeah, it's been interesting. I've kind of revisited these. It's kind of worked well for me this year, to be honest. Like, it's sort of made me accountable to them a little bit. Like, I didn't completely finish any of these, but I made significant progress. Like the duckweed, there's like one tank that's bad. I'm not in the situation where I was a few years ago where, hey, I'm packing fish for the auction and I got duckweed in every single bag because it's just everywhere, right? Zen Ginger, it's for 2 gift cards. Second place and first place each get a $50 gift card of your choice. Like Aquarium Co-op, what do I want to say? Co-op, Tropical Fish Co., or like Dance Fish if you want to do that. So, so yeah, so a lot of these were good. So we'll skip 3 and 3A because I've got things to talk about with slides. Number 4, I think I've done a little bit better with that. Really, I've done somewhat better. I do get lazy with it still, with like the Discord and like the Aquarium Co-op forum. I should do more. That one I'm going to give myself like 50%. So that one I did better, but not good. And then the other ones we're going to go and talk about kind of in more detail. So, so let's talk about the Gadaid species, which was 3 and 3A. So we're going to go through some of the species I bred here, talk a little bit about that. So this is the Cracodon audax from El Toboso. This is the Black Prince, I think, that everyone knows and loves. Finally had success with this fish. It took me a long time to breed this fish. Kind of figured some things out when a couple years ago I went to visit Lucas Brett's fish room. And the rock, I started making a lot of little rock structures in all my tanks. And that seemed to do the trick. So that kind of got these guys breeding. This is an old stock video that I put in my presentation that's just kind of a good overview of what the fish looks like. And then we talked kind of the beginning of this year, late last year, about my holy grail fish, which is the Cracodon audax from Los Pinos. Which, I was able to get that to breed as well. I don't have the rock work in this picture. I did redo this tank recently. So Big Steve says it's the meanest fish he's ever owned. I'm assuming he's talking about the Audax. Yeah, they are a little mean. So, but this has worked out well. I've actually have a fairly decent number of fry from these, like a handful-ish of fry. So, but it's something I'm really happy about, that I was able to actually get this fish, and now yeah, and now I was actually able to breed it somewhat. So hopefully I'll see some more fry here in the near future. Yeah, so Fearless says that that's why I never put duckweed in my tank. Yeah, that was a mistake from years and years ago. That So Andy, which is the A59108, welcome. Yep, Ed says rocks for crocodons. Yeah, I think the rock work covers predation. It's worked for swordtails too. It worked for the Nezzies, which are notoriously known to be fry eaters. So, I think this next tank has a lot more, a lot better view of it. So we got Johnny Best here. Welcome. So yeah, if you see here, these are the Xenophorus captivus from Bleedos. You can see the rock work here, like the piles of the little pebbles. I just get those from like Home Depot. Wash them up real quick. I mean, they're easy to wash. Yeah, and then just the fry kind of have some place to hide, gives them some place to go. You can see the little fry in here. The other two didn't really have a lot of spots to didn't show any fry, but so. So Alishon has asked this. So he's asking, was Cracodon lateralis Los Pinos changed to Cracodon audax? I had what was called lateralis years ago. So very interesting you say this, because when I was doing my video that came out about a month ago or so, it was for a long time called audax, and I believe now it's actually lateralis. So if you went to the Good Aid Working Your website, it will no longer say audax, it will say lateralis, with all the different locations, including what used to be known as lateralis, which is like the red one. So Cat Hula says he's been watching the weather. You might go see the lights at Meadowbrook or the zoo. There you go. So yeah, so this is the rock work that I've been using, but yeah, it's been, we talked a little bit about it when I went to the Chicago Library meeting too. People were kind of on the fence. They were kind of like, yeah, whatever, John Lyons was there. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting, the science folks have gotten together and wanted to change the name again. So, I've actually not been to the zoo lights at the Detroit Zoo. Maybe it's something I should do someday. So, all right. Moving on to that, let's talk about some of the other species I bred. We've bred the Xiphophorus nezahua coyote. Got about 4 or 5 fry of those, not enough to BAP yet, so hoping that we see some more fry here pretty quickly. Jardinus falcatus that I found this year at a couple of auctions actually, and really happy to have that one breeding. That's a cousin to the Jardinus metallicus that we all know and love. And then cichlid made the list, the rainbow cichlid. So I got these from a gentleman, I think it was back in like February, and he was getting out of the hobby, the same person I got the Iliodon furcidens from. And I actually spelled that wrong. Should only be one Z. So Zen says, it's easy for you to say that's a freaking mouthful. Yeah, I say this one good, but there's one that I struggle with. There's a couple that I've been struggling with recently. One of them was like Athma tilapia, like that TH with the O, like, kind of like I messed that one up. There's a fish I have that's Athma tilapia, what is it? Ventralis, I think it is. So, hey, Peplin. Hello, Jody. So, for those of you that are late, the hashtag is the hashtag FishBarn. If you want to win a gift card to the Co-op or Tropical Fish Co. or Dan's Fish, or wherever. So, I would definitely prefer that you be present to win. It just makes it easier. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy to breed all these. Hello, Select Pet. So yeah, so the rainbow cichlid, they've been spawning every so often in their like community tank. I've been pulling out fry and managed to get 6 of those to BAP. I may be moving those on at some point. That might be something I move on at the next auction. Kind of bred them and did my thing, so we'll go from there. Let's talk about summer tubs now. Talk about tubbing season. I thought tubbing season went quite well. I've been kind of noodling around on what I'd like to do next year. Kind of a couple ideas. One of them, is to do things that I know breed outside. So put things out there like, the Xenotoka Eisenai again. Do the Chapelixes and Caustis, things like that. Maybe some of the guppies I know breed pretty well. And then I also am kind of noodling on doing some like egg layers, like putting out like my rainbows and seeing how they do, or even the goldfish I just got. But I think those might be subject to predation because they're kind of slow and kind of derpy, so I might not put those outside. I don't really want to lose them, so yeah. So, but overall this season I thought it went well. Not as many fries as I would have liked, but again I did learn some things. There was a couple fish that I was trying to breed, and they didn't do well because they were all males, which was a good lesson to learn. One of those was the Alodonyctes tamazule, which was kind of, unfortunate, but I do have those now. So, yeah, Fearless said, do guppies really breed outside? Yes, you can breed them outside. I don't know where you're located at, but here in Michigan, tubbing season for like a facilid, like a guppy, kind of Memorial Day to Labor Day. Generally, keep the water temperature kind of high. It's higher than that time of year, and then pull them in. Kind of keep an eye on the temperature towards the end of August, and pull them in. The Gadeids can go pretty well. They can go a little bit earlier. They can probably go early May to endish of September. So Fearless is in Kentucky. So I probably like someone like John from Select Pet would be able to answer that better. My guess is Kentucky is you push that out a month each way. So I would say like beginning of May to endish of September, maybe. Like I said, I've not lived in Kentucky to say that, but it does work. The plants didn't do that great, the pod plants, but that's okay. It's kind of funny. In that picture, if you see, and I don't have like a pointer to show you, but the one pod plant, I forgot what it's called now. I'm drawing a blank on what it's called. I'll have to go back in my video and watch it, but yeah, that's still living in the fish barn. It's in like my little like storage container thing that I have that kind of where I drain water out. So Beto says that he's at an Alfaro Cultratus and really low temps and tubs outside, which is weird because mine mine croaked. We had a cold snap in mine that I had before these ones I have now. Those really kind of, they took a huge crap on me. So, yeah, not going to do that again. So, but like I said, tubs is going well. Like I said, I'm noodling around with some ideas with these. I may not do as many. One thing I am thinking about doing is orienting them a different way. One is I have, if you go towards the other direction, I get a lot of weeds and stuff. So I want to use the tubs to kind of cover up the weeds. So I might do that. You know, I might go out like middle of March when the weather breaks, cut down all the stuff again. You know, it'll grow back, but you know. So Fearless says it's nice to know because I have guppies in my tank and they don't seem to have any luck with them for some reason. Yeah, I've bred a lot of fish outside that I've struggled with, and that's kind of a way, kind of a great way to do that. So, yeah, so we're gonna try some different things outside in the tubs and see what happens this year. Don't have a final plan yet. Hello, Benjamin. Welcome. Merry Christmas. So yeah, so we're gonna go. Like I said, we're gonna go ahead and, you know, rock the tubs out and see what happens. Make sure I'm on the right spot. Oh, so all right, let's talk about aquarium events. So I know Scotty was in here earlier. Like I said, one of the goals was to go to an aquarium event this year after I've not been for a couple of years, and went to the Keystone Clash. If you see here, this is the fish room or the vendor room. A couple of the talks with Rick Borstein and Corey. It was good to talk to Corey again. I hadn't seen him in 3-ish years or so. And then there's the auction there where I found some really nice fish that I was able to take home. So definitely want to say thank you for Scotty for putting on such a wonderful event. I know he worked his ass off on that. So much appreciated, sir. So next year I'm kind of noodling on 2. I'm going to be at the Keystone Clash for sure. That's 100% given. And then I'm going to go to the ALA this year too. So I need to work that one out still. Excuse me. Sinuses are acting up a little bit. But yeah, so I'm going to go to the ALA. I want to see if I saw something that there was going to be a swap instead of an auction on Sunday, which I'm not a fan of. Like, I don't want it to be where, you know, especially with some of the rare live bears. I'm hoping that the swap is only cichlids and not live bears, because I want to go, you know, like bid and like have a fair shot at stuff, not like the first person to the table. So I hope that the swap part of that's just live bears or just cichlids. But I'll have to look into that. No, but I am going to go to the ALA. It's been a long time since I've been there, and you know, need to do that. So, you know, definitely will enter the fish show, probably for both events. I don't think I'll bring as many to the Clash this year as I did last year. That was a lot of work. So Jenna's asking if Steve wants to wrap the last 6 boxes of presents. Yeah, my wife does all that, and I want to say thank you to her for doing that. No, ALA is in Kentucky. It's in Lexington, so it's like a 6-hour drive for me. It's not bad. That's not a bad trip at all. That's a very, very doable trip. So that's one I might even be able to leave on Sunday for. I'll have to plan all that out. But yeah, I really enjoyed the Keystone Clash. It was really good to get to an aquarium event again. Was very happy with the results of the fish show too. I won Reserve Best of Show, placed in a lot of the categories I entered, so that was something that I was very, very happy about. All right, so Select Pet says no auctions on Sunday at all. Please let the National Club know your opinions on the change. Okay, I can do that. Whether I do it or not remains to be seen. But yeah, I kind of have a strong opinion on that. I mean, it's not like I'm not going to go, but I would rather see the auction. Like, especially too, because one of the things was kind of hoping to do is if I have some of the rare stuff, like I would like to fund a little bit of my trip from that. And I don't like doing swaps. Like if I'm gonna drag fish down to Kentucky from Michigan, I don't want to take them home. So, yeah, I know who to reach out to. If I may send a note, I may not. I'll have to think about that. But definitely do have an opinion on that. So with that, yeah, so that's the goals for the year. I think I had a pretty good year fish-wise. Things were great. And then I do want to talk about this too. I forgot about I had this slide here. So this is from the Motor City auction. I went through quite a few auctions this year. Went a lot at Michigan. Went to Swamis, which I normally go to. I think I did a Grand Valley. Did Southeast Michigan for the first time. Sorry, I was reading Select Pet's comment. So swap was decided as easier to manage. I argued for auction, but was told people didn't want auction. I don't know which people they were thinking about, but I'm gonna not. I won't say anything more. So yeah. So speaking of auctions, went to a lot of auctions in Michigan. Got a lot of new fish this year. Was able to get a lot of, yeah, that's a lot of bags, Beto. We generally, I think there was like 900 some bags total. Yeah, so that was, sorry, I'm thinking. You got me, I got sidetracked for a second, sorry. Yeah, so we got a lot of new fish. One of the things I wanted to, kind of came up with is kind of a mini goal, kind of in the middle of the year. But I really needed to get more of the wild swords and platies back in the fish room again. When I was thinking about video planning and stuff, one of the videos that did well a long time in the past were videos of the rare swords and platies. And the fish barn, I felt I'd lost some of that over the last, call it year and a half, 2 years or so. So I wanted to get that back in the fish room, and I really think that those fish, I'm in a good place now. I've got quite a few nice groups of Xiphophorus now, and I'm really happy about that. So fish barn is actually to the point where next year there may not be a lot of new fish. I think I am going to try to go to some different auctions. So Moneyless Maven. So basically, if you put in hashtag Fishbarn, at the end we'll do the Wheel of You Lose, and the second place and first place winners will get a $50 gift card to fish thing of your choice. We'll call it Dan's Fish, Tropical Fish Co. or Aquarium Co-op. If you want. So yeah, so I was pretty happy with the new fish I got this year. Things kind of, not everything works out, but I was pretty happy what I ended up with. So there's a few open tanks. I've been kind of moving some fish around again. So, but yeah, I think my 2026, I haven't put together my 2026 goals yet, but that will be a subject of a different stream. Probably not this week. I might not stream next week. I'm kind of deciding yet. Either next week we'll do the goals or I'll do it the week after. I may not stream next week. I haven't decided yet. So Ed says, part of the issue with clubs need more volunteers to run auctions. If people won't help, how do you expect to? Yep, I know. Ed, we do this. I do go through this with our auction chair and our president of our club more than I care to talk about. Yep. I mean, I honestly, and I've said this to him, I despise I despise working at our auction, but I do it because I know they need the help. I'm the vice president, so I'm kind of expected to. But yeah, I think part of it is, you know, I'm gonna kind of rant. So part of it is I think clubs need to embrace technology, including the sellers. I've been trying to push our club to embrace technology, embrace things like auction.fish, but you know, I run into, well, our members are older. They don't want to use technology. They don't want to go on a computer and print their own labels. Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. So that's what I run into. So I think there's a give and take there. I think clubs can run things more efficiently. But at the same time, you know, people need to embrace technology, use computers, and do those things. And, you know, I may be... yeah, not, you know, something that I'm not, you know, that's something I could go on for a good while about, but I'm not going to. But yeah, agreed. I think people who come to clubs should volunteer for something, even if you're just running bags of fish. I do all kinds of stuff. I've auctioneered. I've been the treasurer, which I despise doing. So Fearless says then they apparently don't love the hobby like they say they do. Yeah. I mean, people need to help. Yeah, I mean, Alishon, we're looking at the picture right now of our auction, and yeah, yeah. See, the problem is, Jenna, like our board refuses to do it. I fight, scream. I don't really scream, but I haven't yet anyway. Yeah, I mean, I tried to do auction.fish, and I was told that they're like, our members are older, they don't want to print their own labels, or we're going to upset the people who bring 100 bags to the auction, and we have to print their own, you know, it's just, I mean, how ours works is I have to email our auction chair, and he prints me labels, and puts them in the mail. And he's using a program on a computer that uses Windows 98, and they're like, as long as it works, it works. And I'm like, well, yeah, I know, I agree with you, Jenna, but you know, I got pulled up examples of, oh, so and so didn't do this, you know, so and so didn't do that, so and so won't use it, you know, and we need to handhold. And I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna not be nice. The claws are gonna come out. It's not good. I'm gonna stop because it was just Christmas, so I need to stop. We'll talk at the Clash, Jenna, next time I see you. You got me going a little bit. So, Shy Savage Cichlids, if the weather is good for the next auction, I'll try making the trip. You do not need to be a member. So, no, I figured, you know, Alishon, if we did my group auctions, it would be the same thing. I'd get the same pushback. And there's a part of me that's kind of done fighting with them. So yeah, I'm gonna not say anything else. Yeah, I mean, our club has a lot of older members, and they're resistant to change. And I have finally, you know, after like 5 to 6 years of fighting, I've come to accept it. And I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. But yeah, I mean, for example, I'll give you another one since you got me going. We used to print out. We would spend like $50 to $60 a month printing out paper newsletters to paper newsletters to our members. They literally would come in like a book. Like you could choose. Like, a paper one or a printed one. And our former president, who, I think he's like, I don't know how old he is, but after his like third outburst, we kicked him out of the club for screaming at people. What I was gonna say. Yeah, he wrote a paragraphs long diatribe about how I'm ruining the club because I got rid of the paper newsletters, which, by the way, took me 5 years. 5 years to do. So it took me 5 years to get rid of it, and I think there's a couple people that still get them. So yeah, I'm gonna stop now because I'm gonna really get myself in trouble. So I'm waiting for my phone to ring over here. So let me see what the the questions say. Yep, the elders are set in their ways. Yep, they want their old 1990s fish club, and until they stop coming, that's the way it's going to be. So yep, they want to live in 1995. So it's going to be what it is. It's like going to a museum. I'm gonna get myself in a lot of trouble. It's all right. I'll deal with it. Steve's box, because if I've learned anything, it's that fish clubs can't take the slightest amount of criticism without acting like you've assaulted them. They've been not that bad. So they do not charge to print labels, but they do charge you to send your check from the auction. It's like 50, 60, 85 cents or something, or $1, which is fine. Yeah, no, that happened. Yeah, but like the world, Catahoula's, like I see what you're saying. We did charge them more, but the world doesn't operate that way anymore. This is like the world operates through email and electronic communication. So yeah. So yeah. So like I said, I've ranted enough about that. It's Christmas, and I shouldn't have done it anyway, but that's all right. So, all right. Now that we've talked about auctions, and then you've heard me for a rare rant. I didn't swear. I'm proud of myself. I didn't swear. I don't think, and I didn't drop any f-bombs. So we're good. So let's talk about 2025. So the last slide here. As you guys have, on a personal note, kind of a year of transition. So if you see on the picture here, you see Chelsea, graduating from high school, and then I played a lot of golf this year, so I put that on there. You know what? It is Festivus. That's a great point, Stephen. I 100% forgot that it is Festivus, so I did air my grievances. So I'm forgiven then. Like I said, I don't rant on YouTube, on the internet very often, so you got me going tonight. So yeah. So yeah. So you go back here, you got the golf. I played a lot of golf this year, which was good. Really enjoyed that. We had a new addition to the family this year. That's Archie. If you're on the Discord, he caused a little bit of trouble last night. Yeah, so he tried to get into a bin of everything bagels at 3 o'clock in the morning. Woke my wife up. Yeah, so that dude got in a little bit of trouble last night. The other side here, a couple from college. That's Chelsea moving into her dorm. And then the one on the bottom is we went to the Michigan State-Nebraska game. And it was a lot of fun to see that. Oh, boy. SC. Oh boy, oh boy. So let us all buy Christmas presents from the Sears catalog and send in a money order. You know what? Oh God, I can't. I want to say something, but I'm just gonna say there's a member of the club that is very, like, is almost at that level. Like, doesn't have, like, I literally texted him, and he literally, when I saw him, he's like, I don't do text. Like, oh really? I'm like, okay. So, yeah, there's more to that than that, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. So yeah, Chevy says, can't believe how fast Chelsea has grown. Yeah. Yeah, she's a full grown bona fide adult. She got to spend, since she's a bona fide adult, yeah, since she was an adult, she got to work till 2:00 in the morning last night at Hollister. They decided they were going to redo like the men's clothing section or something, and she got stuck there too late. She got home at like 2:15 a.m. So, yeah, because if she was a kid, she wouldn't have been allowed to work. But since she was dumb and turned 18, she got stuck working at Hollister till 2:00 in the morning. So, yeah, she's grown up now. Yeah, she's a bona fide. Yeah, I mean, she is not a little kid anymore. Katie isn't either, by the way. Speaking of that, Katie did start a new school too. I didn't put it on here, but yeah, Katie did start a new high school this year. She moved schools. We moved her. She wanted to try something different, so that's going well. But yeah, and then work-wise, we're kind of going back to the office now, which kind of sucks and whatever. But I've ranted out for today, so I won't talk about that either. So I get to go to a building and sit on Teams meetings, which is, just to make people happy. So whatever. So our fish club made over $1,000 from the last auction, yet they don't want to do more auctions. Then complain that not many people turn up to meetings. I've said to them, people want value, and sitting around talking ain't doing it, basically. There's a good, excuse me. There's a very good talk. If you go to the Aquarius podcast, the episode he does with Ted Coletti that came out like a month-ish or so ago is very good about talking about fish clubs. I think Dr. Ted has a lot of good things to say about how to make fish clubs better. So I really kind of buy into a lot of what he's talking about. So yeah, so I think with that, we'll go ahead and we'll play the fish game. We're going to end up going a little bit long, but I don't think anyone's after me. So apologize for that. So we're going to play the fish game. So are they basic? It's a non-fish keeper's view on the fish we keep. So let's go ahead and do that. And for those of you that are new, I have my daughter rank the fish between 1 to 10, 1 being very basic, 1 being cool. I think this is a good way to kind of get a non-fish keeper's view on the fish we keep. So with that, we're going to start with rainbow fish. We tested this again with last week. Steven, I know you weren't here. If you have a chance to go rewatch that, I would highly recommend it. Just Chelsea's part of it. I want to see like you rage quit and be very angry with her. Yeah, Alishan's a member of Ted's club, very unconventional and lots of fun, no drama. Yeah. I mean, our fish club is literally there's always drama and fighting, and it's kind of funny to think of like 50, 60-year-old men be like teenagers, but it is. So anyway, so you got the rainbow fish. Let's go. We got 6, 7. Cheryl's got 10. Sleeper's got 10. Monster Fish Gal's got 7. Big Steve's Glass Boxes has 3. Davo's got 9. Fearless has got 12, which is out of the range, but that's okay. 10 or else. Well, all right. Steve, we got Chef Steve and Savage Aquatic, Shy Savage Cichlids, excuse me, has 8. Chevy's got 9. Zenny's got 8. Cat House has 7. Jonathan G's got 4. Mine is the Grumps. Yeah, that's a lot of them. Alishon's got 5. So yeah, I'm like looking at my phone to wait for me to get in trouble for all the things I've said tonight. So yeah, definitely a rant fest. So all right, we'll give it a couple more seconds here. I don't want to keep you guys till like midnight, so we'll flip it in 3, 2, 1, 4. So Jonathan G got it with 4. I do not agree with this opinion. They would be like a 9-ish for me. So so Benjamin Peter says, Zen, how will you feel about glow rainbows when they come out? You know whose reaction I want to see when the glow rainbows come out? I want to see Gary Lang's reaction. He might explode. He might be like Johnny Five on like, was it Short Circuit or whatever that movie was, where like his eyes just go like this and like turn on the inside. Yeah, he might be. Yeah, he might short circuit completely. So yeah, 4 out of 10. Doesn't like rainbows for whatever reason. So, yep. So let's go on to the next one here. This is the Blue Dolphin. So yeah, a couple of people have agreed with me. I'm gonna get myself in a lot of trouble tonight. So I haven't even drank anything either, other than water. Yeah, 7, 3. You got an 8. We got 10. 6 from Monster Fish Gal. Sleeper Barbecues has 4. Cat House has got 5. Chevy's got 3. Benjamin Peters has 8. Chef Steve's got 9. Stephen P's got 7. And then Jonathan G's got 6. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna get in trouble. I just have to deal with Fallout, and if anyone even watches it, which probably they won't. So I'm okay with that. I mean, it's not anything I've not said before to them, at least to some of them. So it's all right. No, I'm not saying in trouble. I guess it just, I've stirred the pot a little bit, a little stronger than I normally do. So I normally keep that stuff to myself, but the filter was unleashed and was not. The filter did not engage, so you got the full honest story from me today. So yeah, that's okay. So 7. So you got a bunch of 7s here from Ed, Alishon, and Beto. So yeah, we'll give it a couple seconds here. Any last guesses? And then in 3, 2, 1, we'll flip it. So yeah, so 9 out of 10. Stephen. They won't watch YouTube. It's not made of. There's a couple of them that will watch it. That have watched it before. So, yeah, it's okay. If you were at the auction, um, if you were at the auction at the Big Fish deal back in 2021, um, you've seen, like, ask Susie Q what happened at that auction, or like Ed was there, I think, too. There's a there's a there's a other side too that I don't show very often. But if you push the wrong buttons, the Kraken will, like Chevy said, will come out. So there's a crack inside that doesn't get shown very often. You saw a little bit of it tonight with the you poked the bear on that and it came out. So it's all good. So Alishon saw. Yep, Alishon saw it. Yeah, he was a knucklehead. He was a. Yeah, he was. So yeah, we're gonna be here all night. Yeah, I'll have to show her a blue rainbow. I'll have to find a blue rainbow fish to show her for the next one. Like I'm gonna. Maybe that's the goal now, is to get her to like rainbow fish. So yeah, he was a knucklehead. He was complaining about how I pronounced things. And I told him that he could come up and do it himself. And then he got booed off the stage, and I came back to a raucous applause. So, you know. All right. So, got the goldfish here. Yeah, it ain't serious to the cops. Yeah, that's true. I've not had the cops show up. The only thing I've had the cops show up to was a hockey game. And that was because we wouldn't leave the ice. That was my final Evan Scholar hockey game, and we wanted to. Hello, Uncle Joe's Fish Shed. Welcome. So we're guessing fish, like what my daughter thinks of these. So Steven's like, ooh, yeah, Steven. Okay, yep. Yeah. So the cops came. We overstayed our welcome. We were out of ice time. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. My dad filmed it. He came with like the old VCR and was filming it. And, we lost it like on a shootout because they were like literally threatening to like sue us and all kinds of other stuff. So we ended up losing in a shootout on my final Evan Scholar hockey game. And we got dressed, we left, and all of a sudden I see like the police walking around outside. I was like, so they called the cops on us, and so welcome, Uncle Joe's Fish Shed. So yeah, we're guessing how basic my daughter thinks this fish is. So yep. So let's go ahead here and we'll flip it over here. I'm trying to hurry it up a little bit because we're running a little bit long. So hello, Shozy, welcome. So she gave that a 7. So likes the goldfish, but does not like rainbows. So. All right, next one, catfish. I don't remember which one this is. So Rachel S has 4. So let's see what she gives the catfish. I did. All right, so we got Rachel's got 4, Ad's got 2, Davo's got 3, Big Steve's got 2, Cat House has got 9, Johnny Best has 10, Chef Steve has 8, Zen's got 7, CR Fish has got 10, Sleeper Barbecues has got 3, Jody's got 9, Benjamin Peters has got 6, Shy Savage Cichlids has got 7, Chevy's got 8, Stephen P's got 10, Ed's got 6, Moneyless Maven and Jonathan G have 7. Yeah, super proud. It could be. I'm not a huge catfish guy, so I don't know that many of them by like my name or whatever. Like I can't identify them very well. I don't pay that much attention. Johnny Best has 10, and Beto has 9. So Liquid Zoos, I'm here now, so you can start now. Yeah, we're getting there. I think we got a couple more fish to do, and then we'll go from there. So Shosey's got 9, Alishon's got 8. We'll go ahead and give it a couple seconds here. I will flip it in 3, 2, 1. 4 out of 10. So I think somebody had 4. Let me go back and look. Rachel did. First one. Good work. So, all right, we'll flip it up to the next one here. This is a featherfin. My rating on the catfish would be about a 6. So, yeah, so my rating on this one would be like 9 to 10, by the way, which is why I put all my money in a raffle for this fish. I think mine's a little different coloration than this one, but I normally don't do raffles because I think it's kind of a ripoff. I'd rather spend my money buying fish, but I wanted these, and so I got them. So mine don't look like this yet. They're still in their gray form, but hopefully they'll, yeah. So, yeah, no Corey Love, so. So we got Big Steve's glass boxes. Got Chef Steve. He's got 7. Chef Steve and Davo have got 9, along with Jonathan G. Cheryl's got 10. Jody's got 8. Some 10s from Monster Fish Gal, Benjamin Peters. 9 for Sleeper Barbecue. 8 for Cat House. Alishon's got 10. Rachel's got 6. Zen's got 8. So does Steven's got 6. Moneyless Mayman's got 8. Chevy's got 9. And Johnny Best has 6. Hey, welcome, Matt. Welcome, Liquid Zoo. Yeah, give it a couple seconds here. Jenna says Chelsea would just hate all of your tanks. I'm actually, you know what? I might drag her into the fish barn and have her look at some of the rainbow fish I have in the barn and see if she changes her opinion. This is a featherfin. This is the Optima tilapia ventralis, which is the one thing I can't say because for some reason I can't say O and T, OP and TH together. So hello, Michael Cohen. Welcome. So yeah, so I'll give it a couple seconds here. We'll go ahead and we'll flip it here in 3, 2, 1. 6. So does not love the Tanganyikans either. So Johnny Best got it. Steven got it. I think that was about it. Adden, I think, got it too. So good work. So hello, Joy of Fish Keeping. Welcome. All right. So like I said, I'd give this 9 or 10. And then that was it for that. So, what you all been waiting for? Yeah, I did not become an ophthalmologist. Oh my God, I cannot say that for some reason. Like I used to be able to, but let's go ahead here and we will refresh the wheel. And so hashtag fish barn. So we'll give it a few minutes here, a couple seconds, and I'll rant and try not to get in trouble any more than I probably have already. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll spin the wheel here in a minute. Hashtag fish barn. So, Wheel of You lose for a couple of fishy gift cards. Send me an email. Kind of say that you're here. I I love the Wheel of You Lose. I am a huge proponent and fan of the Wheel of You Lose. I love it. I am actually watching right now on TikTok the Wheel of You Lose for Michigan golf courses. So someone put a wheel of all the Michigan golf courses and is eliminating them, on TikTok. And I don't know if he's going to go play them or whatever. They've not said. But literally just spins a little wheel like this. And, yeah, so, no, I'm not going to get canceled. I've not said anything that bad. I've just ranted about my fish club, which maybe needed to come out anyway. So Chevy says, how do we enter again? So hashtag fish barn. So if you put hashtag fish barn in there, you can, we'll give away 2 gift cards to your choice. Tropical Fish Co., Dan's Fish, Aquarium Co-Op. So if you do buy something from like the co-op, I do have links in my videos now since I got 10,000 subscribers. You can put like a little affiliate links in your videos and you do get a little commission from it. So if you do buy something from the co-op, I wouldn't cry if you use the link because I would get a little something from it. You don't have to, obviously. No pressure on that, but it would be helpful. So imagine we use golf courses for housing. What a world. Yeah. So, all right. No, we don't need to do that. So, no, only so many. This is what happens when you don't have me at work, is like the filter gotten disengaged and now I'm like rage fest. So, $50 will I think will get you pretty close to the hatchery. So let me refresh it again. All right. Is Joy of Fish Keeping on there? That's the last one I see. So let's give me. All right, so we're going to stop the wheel here in 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to refresh it again. Oh, Mary Oliver did it. Okay. Yeah, let me see if Mary comes on there. There's 30. Okay. There's 30. So I think hopefully Mary Oliver. Yeah, Mary's on there. Okay. All right. No more entries. Let's go ahead and do this thing. And hello, Mary. Welcome. And see who wins. So we're going to spin this thing. See what we got. All right. Sideshow. Showsy. So let's close. I think I did that right? Oh, wait, what did I do here? Uh-oh. I broke it. Crap. Did I break it? Shit. All right, we're going to spin it there, I guess. All right, Ed. Do I hit remove and close? It's making me I'm not doing this right. right, let's keep rolling here. I'm not doing something right. Remove and close. Okay. All right. Got it. All right. Remove and close. Okay. All right. Sleeper barbecue. I knew I wasn't doing it right. Okay. I was afraid I'd close it. So, all right. David's Aquatics. Sorry, buddy. All right. Now we're cooking. All right. Sorry about that. All right. Fearless. Devo. All right. Lake Missoula. Ben. Sorry. Not yet. Monster Fish Gal. Matt, sorry about that, buddy. Joy of Fish Keeping. Hey, have a great night, Jody. Chevy. Steven. Sorry, bud. Zenny. How am I didn't put. Oh, I did. Crap. I did as an instruction, and it put me on here. So if we get to 3, for some reason, if I make it to 3, and I'm one of the ones on there, then the other 2 people will win. So all right. Ed. Beto. Jonathan G. I'm still on there. This is outstanding. Johnny Best. Cat House. Sideshow. Elshad. Rachel. Big Steve. I'm still hanging on. I'm going to win. Watch. Scotty. Oh, finally eliminated myself. I jinxed myself. I kind of did that on purpose because I didn't really want to win. All right, what do we got? Peplin. Hey, Corey, how's it going, bud? Welcome. Mary Oliver. All right, so we got 6 left. So it's good to have you on here, bud. Been a minute. So, all right, let's see what we got. Playing the Wheel of You Lose. Welcome. Oh, and by the way, thank you for being a member. I do appreciate it. So, thank you, Corey, for the 50 memberships. I do appreciate that. So, I more than appreciated, sir. Um, there's a lot of folks here, so getting memberships. So definitely appreciate that, Corey. For those of you that have joined the membership, check out my G'day talk. You'll find that in the members videos. Yeah. So I'm derailed completely. So yeah, thank you, Corey. Really do appreciate the 50 memberships. So yeah, Merry Christmas to you as well. So there's a lot of folks getting memberships right now. I'm not going to read all of them, but there's quite a few. So, Cinnamon Girl, yeah. So thank you, buddy. I do appreciate it. So, all right, let's keep spinning. All right, Lord Dickinson, the fourth. All right, last four. We've got Cheryl, Elaine, Moneyless Maven, and Select Pet for the gift card. So the two get it. So let's go ahead here and we'll spin it. Elaine. All right. We're down to the final three. So the last two get it. So we got Select Pet, Moneyless Maven, and CR Fish Cheryl. So let's go ahead and we'll roll that, roll it and see who the two folks are. So, all right, Cheryl. So, all right. So, I'll put my email in chat. Let me, all right, so I'm going to put my email in chat. So that's my email. So Moneyless Maven and Select Pet, send me an email. With you, which gift card you'd like. We'll do Aquarium Co-op, Dan's Fish, or Tropical Fish Co. And send me, obviously send me the email where you'd like me to send it to, and I will get that out to you tonight. So definitely appreciate that. So yeah, send me the note, and we'll do that. Sorry, Cheryl. And yeah, cool. So let's spin it, and we'll see who wins. Who the final winner would be. So Moneyless Maven is the last one. So that leaves us Select Pat won it. So John, send me a note where you'd like the gift card to, and then Moneyless Maven as well. So again, I'll put my email here, and then we'll do screen flipping and all that stuff, and yeah, we'll do the we'll kind of close it out and go from there. So let me do my thing here. So all right. So yeah. So yeah, it was been a fun night. It was a very interesting night. You got a rant out of me about the Fish Club, which I didn't really want to do, but came out. So so you guys send me, if you want, again, send me the email. Definitely do. I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat here. Yeah, so send me the email where you'd like the gift card to. Definitely would appreciate that. Want to get that to you. Yeah, I want to thank Corey for the memberships. That's really appreciated, buddy. Didn't have to do that, but it's very appreciative. I very appreciate it. Appreciate all the support over the years too. So, yeah. So yeah, with that, yeah, I want to wish all of you a happy holiday season. Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. Happy Hanukkah if you celebrate Hanukkah, or whatever other holiday that you subscribe to. And yeah, next week's kind of up in the air. We'll see how I get through. We'll see how I get through my punch list for things to do over my sort of vacation here. And yeah, if anyone's on next, go ahead and check them out. And have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And either next week or the week after, we will talk 2026 goals, which is a fun and engaging discussion. So, have a great night, everyone, and have a great holiday.